What's up, y'all? This is your boy Butcher coming at you with another Advanced Warfare gameplay on the map Horizon. And today I'm gonna talk to you about a little funny moment I had with my older son Amari. He's 5, in kindergarten and everything. And we had this little instance. You know, I like listening to my little rap music and everything, stuff like that. So I keep forgetting that sometimes you gotta watch what you play around your kids. It seems like, they always pick up the words that they're not supposed to learn and stuff like that. And the song my son was singing one day was Love Me by Lil Wayne, Drake, Future. And I was hoping, he wouldn't be saying stuff like this at school. I mean, I don't play around him all the time, but at times, he hears it and it was my ringtone too. So I was like, oh. But anyhow, let me get to the story. Okay, one day, I was going to go pick my son up from school, and his teacher, Miss Carroll, she came up to me and she was like, James? And I was like, yeah. She's like, I need to talk to you for a second. And I'm like, okay, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. You know how it's good, when the teacher knows you by first name. That just shows that, you worried about what's going on with your kids. Good job, Butcher. You're a great dad. But anyhow, she was like, well, today in class, Amari, he was like, he was singing a song. And I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, I wonder what he was singing, for her to come talk to me. I was like, oh, this can't be good. So, she was like, yeah, he was saying how, he's on some good kush and alcohol, and he got some down the B word he can call. And oh my gosh, on the inside I was dying. I mean, like, oh man. Like, wow, I didn't even know they had those in kindergarten. I was like, oh, deep down inside, I'm proud of you, son. Good job. Keep up the good work. Yeah, but I had to keep the face on while in front of the teacher. You got to make sure this is a serious thing. He can't be disrupting class, singing stuff like that. And, I'm sitting there like, wow. I was like, Mario, man, you can't be saying stuff like that. He was looking at me and he shook his head like, yeah, daddy, I'm sorry. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's okay. And then she was like, well, I was asking him, where did he learn that from? And he said he learned it from you, Dad. He learned it from you. And I was like, oh, man. No Mario Kart for this guy tonight, man. Making daddy look bad. I was like, man, that is so funny, though. And I was like, yeah, I got to watch what I listen to around him and whatnot. So, now we ride around and everything in the car and everything. And now I got to sit there and we got to bump every Disney song in the world. And, that kind of gets annoying after a while. I mean, don't get me wrong. I got to make sure I expose my kids to the right stuff, because, I want them to succeed in life and everything. But I ain't trying to be riding in the car, listening to all them in the background, screaming, let it go, and stuff like that. I'm not trying to hear that. I mean, like, wow, after a while, and it gets in your ears, like, where's the muzzles? And, I wouldn't mind too much, if at least one of my kids had a little bit of vocals, but, man, those are the most tone-deaf kids I know. It's like in my backseat when I be driving, got 4 cats in the back, and they're all just, I swear that's all you hear when they all be singing together. Yeah, but I love them at the end of the day, and I'm about to pull off this sick little 3-piece right here at the end. Watch this, guys. See, slay my teammates, so I start pre-firing. 2 on the flag. And that is the end of the first round. Oh, watch this kill cam. This goes real nice. Oh. Don't do it to him, Butcher. Oh. Get off my flag. Alright, this second round I'm talking about, So, it's cool. Me and my son, we be playing on the Wii U a lot. And we be doing a little Mario Kart and Smash Brothers, and my son, he's kind of like how I was when I was little. I was ultra competitive and everything. And, he hates to lose. I mean, And it kind of makes me remember them old days, you know, when I first started figuring out I was ultra competitive. And when I was little, my grandma, you know, she went out, she bought me a regular Nintendo and everything. And the first game that I had was you know, it came with the system. You know, remember the little dual cartridge? It had Mario and Duck Hunt on it, you know. And you know, I had the little gun and everything. Oh, you know, I used to be happy to them hug. Oh, got my little Duck Hunt. I think I was like the same age as my son, about 5 at the time or whatnot. And you know, I used to sit there and I used to try to play Duck Hunt all the time, you know, because I kind of enjoyed that game. But I just sucked so bad. I mean, my hand-eye coordination, it was just terrible at the time. But hey, you know, 5. I mean, hey, not everybody's gifted at 5, but hey, I hated losing. So in Duck Hunt, you know, they have a little duck shoot across screen, you know, and you gotta point the little gun at him. You gotta try to shoot at him, you know. So my mom, you know, she used to try to come in and play with me a little bit, try to show me how to do it and stuff, you know. And my mom was so good at it, you know. She used to go, yeah, but you know, just spraying the ducks down, you know, and then I'd come in. She passed me the little gun, you know, and I'd try, and then I'd get a few of the little ducks. But then afterwards, you know, after you miss a few ducks and the round's over, you know, there used to be this little dog, you know, and he'd pop up at the bottom of the screen and he'd just sit there and come up and laugh at you like, and I swear to God, that used to make me rage so much, you know, because, you know, at first I didn't notice it, but after a while, you know, since I sucked so bad, it was just like, man, I'm tired of seeing this dang dog, you know. So back then, you know, I was raging at a very young age, you know. I'm sitting there pointing my little gun at the dog every time he come up because I suck so bad, and I'm trying to shoot the dog, you know, but it didn't do anything, you know. So I got a little angry, you know, and I kicked my system, you know, and you know, after enough kicks, you know, I think a system breaks. So, you know, I ended up breaking my regular Nintendo. Oh man, grandma, she was heated. She never bought me another game, system, nothing. I mean, nothing electronic she would not buy ever again after I broke that. I remember my mom, she talked about how, I guess grandma, she had worked a lot of overtime during that little phase or whatever, you know, to give me that little the Nintendo, and I go ahead and break it because some damn dog kept popping up and laughing at me, and I'm like, wow, that shit's crazy. But back to me and my son, you know, we be sitting there racing each other on the Mario Kart and whatnot. You know, I might have to upload a little video, me and him playing together. But we be sitting there racing on the Mario Kart, and I be beating him, you know, and he be getting mad. Man, my son be just heated at times. He be like, Daddy, well, let me win, and all this other stuff, you know, and he be getting real irritated. So there be times, you know, I sit there and I be throwing races, you know, to let him win a little bit, you know, so he keep his confidence up, you know, because you don't want to kill their confidence when they're young. You know, you got to try to keep it going. So I be letting him win a little bit. But then after I start letting him win, that boy be talking a lot of trash. You know, he'll pass me up like, bye, Daddy. Can't catch me. I'm better than you. And all this other stuff. I be sitting there like, you know, I be sitting there sucking it up. But then sometimes, you know, I got to hit him with that purple shell. You know, the one that always hits the guy in first place. Pass him up and, you know, win the race or whatnot. And then me and him, we be playing Super Mario Brothers 3D World. Hey, if you don't have a Wii U, that is a pretty good system. I am not knocking it at all. But we be playing Super Mario Brothers 3D World, and at the end of the round, whoever wins, they get a crown. And he be getting mad sometimes, and he throws me off the map if he don't get the crown. But this is the end of the video, man. I got some more stories for y'all. Please like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe. This is your boy Butcher, and I'm out.
Domination. Capture and defend the flags. Securing